Russell, really difficult afternoon tonight.
Yeah, disappointing. I think it's probably as disappointing as we've been probably since the manager's been here, to be honest. It's not one thing we can pinpoint it at and say, it was a lack of this or a lack of that. We've given away two. First goal was, brilliant. We spoke about the game and trying to keep him off his left foot. We've let him inside and he's hit it, and it's a great strike. And the second one's soft, free kick. We've conceded it too easily, which is not like us. And then after that, it becomes really difficult. We have to open up a little bit and go and try and get a goal. And when that happens on a pitch as big as this, and the team, they've got their confidence up and they found their groove, and that becomes difficult for us then. And just weren't good enough on the day, so it's disappointing. We rallied a little bit in the second half, and we had a couple of really good chances that sort of flashed across goal and stuff like that. If we got a goal, then it changes the game a bit, but unfortunately, it didn't.
How does the performance change so much from Tuesday night, which was fantastic, to today, which was really disappointing? How does that happen in such a short
I don't know. It's a load of things. As I said, we scored it really early the other night and started the game really well. And then the last half hour we had something to hang on to. Today we never had that. And they controlled the game far too easily today for us, really. But I think the difference is we didn't react well enough to conceding. And the other night we scored and then conceded and then scored straight away again. And the reaction was much better. And as I said, it gave us something to hang on to. And I think the disappointing thing is how well we defended the other night, defended our box, especially the last half an hour, compared to how we did today. And the goals that we conceded were soft, especially for us when we're showing how capable we are defending as a team on Tuesday night. So that's the disappointing thing.
It was certainly hot watching. It must have been really hot playing. How much was the heat a factor?
Yeah, I think that becomes more of a factor when you go 2-0 down and then you get caught sort of in between whether we're going to go and press really high or sit off. And as I said, they got their confidence and managed it much better than us. It was hot, but it was the same for both teams. So we can't come in and say, blame the heat. And becomes really difficult to re-energise and stuff when you go 3-0 down to then come out. As I said, I thought we did rally a little bit in the first 15 minutes of the second half, 20 minutes. But it's really difficult to sort of swing momentum and use your energy to swing it that way when the game's 3-0. Really difficult in heat, and as I said, we didn't quite get going today. We have to learn from it. We have to be much better for it in the long term. I'm sure we will. Everyone's extremely disappointed, but now it's about how we bounce back, what we take from today, and use it as a positive. As silly as that sounds, but we have to use it as a positive in terms of the season.
On to Tuesday night, it's a cup game away at Southend. Is it quite nice to have a little bit of a break from the league after a day like this?
Yeah, I think you always want a game quickly, so whether that's a cup or a league game, we've got a game coming up, we've got plenty of games coming up. I think we shouldn't detract from, we made a solid start in this league. We've got loads to learn, loads to improve. Today was humbling, and it brings you back down to earth after a great result on Tuesday. But if you take it, a Wycombe game could have gone either way. We probably should have won the game. We should be sitting here with probably 3 wins out of 4, and sort of today take it in isolation and move on. But we've won 2, lost 2. Here's what it is. We're a game behind. There's still loads to be positive about, and we have to mind that. And hopefully on Tuesday we'll have a chance to bounce back from today and build on something for next Saturday in another big match next Saturday.
I think you've been one of the only players to have played every game in the defence so far. Must be pretty wearing, given the intensity of the game so far.
Yeah, I think we've rotated the squad pretty well. I'm feeling good. Yeah, today's one of them days. I think we looked tired as a team towards the end, but I think that's mental as more as anything. When the games come away from you that much and you're 4-0 down, that's difficult. That's difficult mentally. But I think if you look at the pre-season we had and the extra week and stuff, there's no question marks over anyone's fitness. As I said, we do everything right on the training pitch. We recover well. We've got a really good sports science and medical team. The manager's really conscious of rotating and not overplaying players. All the stats are taken into account, so I don't think it's something we can blame today. Personally, I feel fit and good. Today was tiring physically and mentally, but we have to recover now for a big week next week. If we'd have got results, that would have been a brilliant week after backing up Tuesday. We haven't got it, so we now need to make sure next week we go and win 2 games.
Is it almost a situation where you just sort of think it's one of those days? Everybody has bad days. This was a bad day for everybody, and you move on from it. Obviously, there are lessons to be learned, but you can't hammer them home too soon, can you?
Yeah, I think the important thing is for us, we do need to learn from it, and we need to take something from it going forward. But I think if you start over-analysing and looking into everything that happened today, it becomes a bit of a minefield. The manager and his staff are really good in terms of getting the detail right and what they see being an issue or the biggest issue from today, and we'll work on that. There's no doubt about that. We'll spend a long time on the training pitch. It's difficult with a lot of games at the moment, which is probably the manager's frustration as well. We haven't probably spent as much time on the training pitch as he would like, because we're a team that's evolved. We've got a lot of new players. We've stepped up a league. We've shown that we're capable. But today we can't have many days like this season, that's for sure.